Hello students, in this class we are going to discuss about important phenomena executed by the what? Exhibited by the or shown by the gases. So we know that the matter exists in our nature, three states: solids, liquids, as well as what? Gases. How you classified three states of matter based on intermolecular force of attraction. In case of solids, intermolecular force of attraction is maximum, while in case of liquids it is quite less when compared to the solids, while in case of gases it is minimum. Since the intermolecular force of attraction is minimum in case of gases, the gas molecules are moving randomly. They are moving randomly in all possible directions with all possible velocities. One molecule moving in this direction, each and every direction. For example, if you consider Cartesian coordinate system, some gas molecules are moving along x-axis, some are moving along the y-axis, as well as some are moving along the z-axis. So gas molecules are moving randomly because of what? Weak intermolecular force of attraction, and hence we know that usually because of the strong intermolecular force of attraction, solids possesses definite shape as well as what? Size also, while the liquids as well as what? Gases do not possess definite shape. Reason why means because of this reason, weak intermolecular force of attraction. Gases usually take the shape of the vessel in which it is taken, or shape of the container in which it is taken. And also the gas molecules are moving randomly. They are moving in different gas molecules are moving in different directions, and also gas molecules can be easily undergo expansion as well as what? Compression also. They can be easily compressed as well as expanded also. All because of this are possible only because of which reason? Weak intermolecular force of attraction. So various theories have been proposed from the last few decades. So among those, one of them is kinetic theory of gases. What does it indicate? We know that here gas molecules are moving randomly. That means the gas molecules possesses what type of energy? Usually gas molecules possesses kinetic energy. Actually they possess potential energy also because of the intermolecular force of attraction. Even though it is weak, there exists some intermolecular force of attraction, and hence they possess potential energy also. And this theory mainly deals with what? So this theory indicates the gas molecules are moving randomly, and hence we consider that gas molecules are associated with what type of energy? Kinetic energy. So this kinetic theory of gases deals with the study of or it relates the microscopic properties. What are the microscopic properties? For example, pressure, volume and temperature of a gas are considered as microscopic properties with macroscopic properties. What are macroscopic properties? For example, speed as well as momentum, they are considered as macroscopic properties. So this theory relates the microscopic properties of gas with the macroscopic properties. So while designing this theory, while deducing this theory, we usually consider few assumptions. So actually it is not an actually this theory does not relate to the actual gas. It is kinetic theory of gas is suitable only for what? Ideal gases. I will tell you later what about what do you mean by ideal gas and the real gas. So this theory or assumption, what are the few basic assumption of kinetic theory of gases? So we know that each and every matter is made up of what? Atoms. So when atoms are grouped together, they form what? They form molecules. So according to this theory, every gas consists of what? Molecules. Each and every gas consists of extremely small particles which are nothing but molecules. Next, molecules of a given gas are identical. If you consider a particular type of gas, for example hydrogen or oxygen, if you consider hydrogen, in case of hydrogen gas taken in a particular vessel, all the gas molecules are identical. That means they are same. They are exhibiting the same properties. They are showing the same properties, but the molecules of different gases are shown different properties. Molecules of a given gas are identical, but they are different from the molecules of the other gas. So for example, molecules of hydrogen gas are different from that of what? Molecules of oxygen gas. Molecules of a given gas are identical. Next, size of the molecules is very less when compared to the size of the gas. So size of the gas molecules is very less when compared to what? Size of the gas taken in a vessel. Next, volume occupied by the molecules is also very less when compared to the volume occupied by the gas. So that means the size as well as what? Volume occupied by the gas molecules are very less, are very small when compared to the size or volume occupied by the gas, entire gas. Next, molecules are moving randomly. As I said earlier, because of weak intermolecular force of attraction, the gas molecules are moving randomly in all possible directions with all possible velocities. With all possible velocities means the velocity may vary from 0 to infinity. Some of them are moving with velocity of 1 meter per second. Some of them are moving with a velocity of 1 kilometer per second. So different molecules are moving with different velocities, and hence the speed varies from 0 to infinity. Next, gas molecules undergoes collision. For example, if you consider certain quantity of gas in a vessel, so gas molecules are continuously moving because of a weak intermolecular force of attraction. While moving, they undergoes continuous collisions. Gas molecules undergoes continuous collisions with what? With other molecules, and also with the what? Walls of the container. For example, if you consider some amount of gas in a vessel, in a container, so the gas molecules are moving randomly in all possible directions. Like this, when they are moving, they undergoes collision with what? Other molecules also. And also they undergoes collision with the walls of the container also. The gas molecules collide with neighboring gas molecules and also with the walls of the vessel also. So actually these collisions are considered as what? Perfectly elastic. These collisions are actually considered as perfectly elastic. What do you mean by perfectly elastic collision? It is a type of collision in which both the momentum as well as what? Kinetic energy should be conserved. So actually in collision there are two types: elastic collision as well as what? Inelastic collision. In elastic collision, both the momentum as well as what? Kinetic energy should be conserved. That means the momentum before the collision is must be equal to momentum after the collision. Kinetic energy before the collision must be equal to kinetic energy after the collision. So if the collision is perfectly elastic, that means so that there will be a what? Change in momentum during the collision. So and the change in momentum will exert the what? The change in momentum will exert the pressure. The change in momentum of the gas molecules will exert the pressure on the walls of the container. So gas molecules exerts the pressure on the walls of the container. So these are the few basic assumptions of what? Kinetic theory of gases. Gas consists of molecules. Molecules of a given gas are identical but are different from other type of gases. Size negligible. Volume occupied by the molecule negligible. Randomly moving. Speed different. They undergoes collision. So why? Because of this collision, gas molecules exerts the pressure on the walls of the container. Okay students, next gas laws. So actually these laws are related only for what? Ideal gases. So actually there are two types of gases. One is ideal and the other one is real gas. So whatever the gases present in our nature are called as what? Real gases. The gases actually present in our nature are called as real gases, while the ideal gases actually does not exist in our nature, they are ideal only. So here the laws or the gases which obeys the gas laws are called as ideal gases. The gases which obeys the gas laws are called as ideal gases, while the gases which do not obey the gas laws are called as real gases. The gases which do not obey the gas laws are called as real gases. What are gas laws actually? These are the laws which relates the pressure, volume as well as what? Temperature of a given gas. The pressure, volume and temperature of a given gas are related by the laws. Those laws are called as what? Gas laws. So ideal gas means, so they are ideal only. Such gases does not exist in our nature, and the gases actually existing in our nature are called as real gas. Ideal gas strictly obey the gas laws, while the real gases do not obey the gas laws. So gas laws relates the pressure, volume as well as what? Temperature of a given gas. These gas laws are applicable only for what? Ideal gas. So among those, first one, there are three gas laws. First one, Boyle's law. Boyle's law relates the pressure and volume of a given gas. There are three parameters: pressure, volume as well as temperature. While considering the variation, we have to consider only the two quantities, and the third parameter should remain fixed or constant. Therefore, at constant temperature, if the temperature is kept constant, then the pressure of a given mass of a gas at constant temperature, pressure of a given mass of a gas is inversely proportional to volume. That means as the volume increases, pressure decreases, or vice versa. If the volume of the gas decreases, then obviously pressure will increases. For example, if you consider a cylinder fitted with a movable frictionless piston, so when you push the piston downwards, volume decreases. What about the pressure? Increases. When the piston is moving upwards, when the piston moves upwards, volume increases, pressure decreases. So by this way, pressure and volume are related, inversely related with each other. Pressure of a given mass of a gas are inversely proportional to volume. That means we can write P into V is equal to a constant. If the volume increases, pressure decreases. If the volume decreases, pressure should increase. Therefore, the product of these two terms must be always equal to a constant one. The product of P and V is always equal to a constant. If you consider two different gases, and on those two gases also you can write P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. If you know the values of P1 V1 and P2, you can calculate the value of P2. If out of these four parameters you know the values of three parameters, they can easily calculate the fourth unknown parameter. This is about Boyle's law, which relates the pressure as well as volume. Next, Charles law. Charles law states that at constant temperature, when the pressure is at constant pressure, when the pressure is kept constant, the volume of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to temperature. So here, how can I represent this one in terms of graph? Graphically, we can represent the Boyle's law as follows: as the volume increases, what about the pressure? Pressure decreases. So in case of Charles law, at constant pressure, volume occupied by the gas is directly proportional to temperature, or V by T ratio is always equal to constant, or you can write V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2 for two different gases, and V1 by V2 is equal to T1 by T2. How can I represent this law in terms of graph? Graphically, how can I represent? So how volume and temperature are related? As the temperature increases, what about the volume? Volume also increases. So because of the weak intermolecular force of attraction, the gas expands easily. Therefore, volume increases with respect to increasing temperature. This is about Charles law. Here, the pressure is kept constant. We have to consider the variation of volume with respect to what? Temperature. Next, another law, Gay-Lussac's law. Here, Gay-Lussac's law states that at constant volume, pressure of a given mass of a gas, is directly proportional to temperature, or P by T is equal to a constant. How can I represent this statement in terms of graphically? So here I will consider the temperature along the y-axis, pressure along the x-axis. So here, as the temperature increases, what about the pressure? Pressure also increases. So hence obviously the nature of the graph will be a what? A straight line. P by T is equal to a constant, P1 by T1 is equal to P2 by T2, or P1 by P2 is equal to T1 by T2. So these are the three gas laws which relates the pressure, volume as well as what? Temperature of an ideal gas. I will say once again, these laws are strictly applicable only for what? Ideal gases only, not for the real gases. Okay students, next you discussed about two types of gases, ideal gas as well as what? Real gas. So now there is an equation which connecting pressure, volume as well as what? Temperature of an ideal gas. That equation is called as ideal gas equation. So how you can relate the pressure, volume as well as what? The temperature of an ideal gas. That is PV divided by T is always equal to a constant. So in terms of a constant, you can write PV is equal to RT, where R is a constant is called as universal gas constant. So how the pressure, volume and temperature related? PV is equal to RT, where R is a universal gas constant. Its value is same for all the gases. So next, for this equation, PV is equal to RT for one mole of a gas. So if you consider mu number of moles, you can write the equation as PV is equal to mu RT, where mu is the number of moles. Next, for one molecule, if you consider one molecule, so then the same equation can be written as PV is equal to R divided by Na into T, where T is the absolute T is the temperature. What is Na? Na means Avogadro number. What is its value? 6 into 10 power 23. So for one molecule, that can be written as PV is equal to R divided by Na into T. So both of these two are constants. R is also a constant, Na is also a constant for a given gas, and hence these two constants or this ratio is replaced by another constant, that is PV is equal to Kb into T. What is Kb here? Kb is called as Boltzmann constant. Kb is a constant called as Boltzmann constant. So next, PV is equal to kBT. PV is equal to kBT is an ideal gas equation for one molecule. If you consider n number of molecules, then for one molecule it is kB into T. For n number of molecules, that is n into kB into T. That is PV is equal to n into kB into T. This is the ideal gas equation. Ideal gas equation which relates pressure, volume as well as what? Temperature. Next, what about this universal gas constant? Actually, what does it indicate? What does it signifies actually? So here PV reference here in this equation, PV is equal to RT or PV is equal to mu RT. So R is equal to PV divided by mu T. So R is equal to PV divided by mu T, where mu is a constant which is nothing but the number of moles. What about the other terms? PV. PV means what here? Pressure and the product of pressure and volume, which is nothing but work done. Work done by the gas or on the gas. So R actually indicates whatever will be work is done by the gas or on the gas, that will be indicated by universal gas constants. So yes, PV, the product of pressure and volume, is nothing but work done. Unit of work done is joule, unit of work is joule divided by mu, number of moles, unit MOL, temperature Kelvin. Therefore unit of R is joule per mole Kelvin. Its value is same for all the gases, and hence it is called as what? Universal gas constant. Its value is given by 8.31 joule per mole Kelvin. So what does indicates? Universal gas constant indicates how much work is done by the gas or on the gas. So this is about ideal gas constant and universal gas constant. Next, real gases. So gases actually exist in our nature are called as what? Real gases. The gases which are actually exist in our nature are called as real gases. Real gases do not obey the gas laws. If they do not obey the gas laws, that means ideal gas equation is not applicable for what? Real gases. So basically in kinetic theory, we consider that there will not be any intermolecular force of attraction between the gas molecules. That is the basic assumption we have considered in kinetic theory of gases. There will not be any intermolecular force of attraction, but actually we know that there exists a small intermolecular force of attraction that may not be a negligible. We will not consider, actually we cannot consider that force as a negligible, and hence ideal gas equation. So actually this equation is formulated by considering that there will not be any intermolecular force of attraction between the gas molecules. So but in case of real gases, so whatever the gases present in our nature, they do not obey the gas laws. That means in real gases we consider that there exists what? Intermolecular force of attraction between the gas molecules, and hence this ideal gas equation is not applicable for what? Real gases. So in real gases we consider that there exists an intermolecular force of attraction, and hence a correction is needed for both pressure as well as volume. Correction term is required for both pressure as well as volume. After considering the correction for pressure and volume, so the equation for real gas can be formulated as follows. Here that the equation for real gas can also be called as what? Van der Waals equation. Van der Waals equation is given by P plus A by B square into B minus B is equal to RT. P plus B by A by B square into B minus B is equal to RT for 1 mole of a gas. So where A and B are Van der Waals constants. So remaining terms are, you already know, pressure, volume as well as what? Temperature and universal gas constant, where A and B are called as universal gas constants. This equation is formulated by considering there exists and what? Weak intermolecular force of attraction between the gas molecules. So this is about ideal gas equation as well as real gas equation, which is also called as Van der Waals equation. Okay, students. So in the postulates or assumptions of kinetic theory, we considered that the gas molecules are moving randomly, and hence they undergoes continuous collisions with other molecules and also with the walls of the container. And also you studied that these collisions are perfectly elastic, and hence the gas molecules always exerts the pressure on the walls of the vessel or container. So pressure exerted by the ideal gas. Pressure exerted by the ideal gas on the walls of a vessel or container is given by P is equal to 1 by 3 into M into N divided by V into VRMS square, where small m represents mass of each gas molecules, where N represents total number of molecules in a vessel, where V is the volume and VRMS is the root mean square speed of gas molecules. So actually gas molecules are moving with different speeds, different types of speeds. We will discuss later. So here VRMS represents root mean square speed. So P is equal to 1 by 3 into M into N divided by V into VRMS square is the pressure exerted by the ideal gas on any surface or any walls of the container. So here small m is the mass of each gas molecules, while capital N represents the total number of molecules, which gives the total mass of the gas. Capital M represents the total mass of the gas, mass of each gas molecule multiplied by total number of gas, which gives the total mass of the gas on that particular vessel. That is P is equal to 1 by 3 into capital M divided by capital V into VRMS square. What about this ratio? Ratio of mass by volume. So that is nothing but density. Density of the gas rho. Therefore, P is equal to 1 by 3 into rho into VRMS square is the another form of what? Pressure exerted by the gas on the walls of the vessel. Next, relation between pressure and the kinetic energy. So gas molecules are moving randomly, and hence and also we are not considering the intermolecular force of attraction. And obviously, so the gas molecules possesses what type of energy? Kinetic energy. What about the relation between pressure and the kinetic energy? That is P is equal to 2 by 3 times of what? Kinetic energy. Or E is equal to 3 by 2 times of what? Pressure. This is the relation between the pressure and the kinetic energy. And in the expression for pressure exerted by the gas, P is equal to 1 by 3 M into N divided by V into VRMS square. What are the factors which are affecting the pressures? So different factors affecting the pressure are discussed as follows. First one, here in this expression, if temperature and volume are kept constant, if the temperature and the volume are kept constant, then what about the relation between pressure and the mass? How they are related? P is directly proportional to M. That means pressure of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to mass of the gas. As the mass increases, number of molecules increases, number of collisions increases. Obviously, pressure exerted by the ideal gas also increases. Next, if the mass and the temperature are kept constant, how the pressure and the volume are related? You already know that pressure is inversely proportional to what? Volume. As the volume increases, pressure should decrease. As the volume decreases, the pressure should increase. Next, relation at if mass and the volume are kept constant, what about the relation between the pressure and the RMS speed? Pressure is directly proportional to RMS speed. The square of the RMS speed, that is P is directly proportional to square of the root mean square velocity, root mean square speed. So root mean square depends upon what? Actually depends upon the temperature. As the temperature increases, root mean square speed also increases. The number of collisions, gas molecules are moves with higher velocities, means the number of collisions increases. As the number of collisions increases, the pressure also increases. So these are the three factors which affecting the pressure exerted by the ideal gas on the walls of the vessel. Next, as I said earlier, gas molecules moving with different types of speeds. What are those different types of speeds? First one, RMS speed. What do you mean by RMS speed? Root mean square speed. Root mean square speed. So how can you define root mean square speed? It is defined as the square root of. It is defined as the square root of squares of the mean. Here there is a plus sign which indicates mean of the, and there is a what? Denominator term, there is n is also there. We will consider mean also. Mean of the instantaneous velocities of all the gas molecules. That is nothing but RMS speed. It is defined as the square root of the squares of the mean of the instantaneous speed possessed by all the gas molecules. That is known as RMS speed. Actually, it is also an average speed. It is also one of the type of what? Average speed. Here, square root of mean of squares of instantaneous speeds of all the gas molecules. That is known as RMS speed. How it is related with temperature? So formula for RMS speed is given by root of 3RT divided by M. So how it is related with temperature? VRMS is directly proportional to square root of temperature. How it is related with mass? VRMS is inversely proportional to square root of mass of the gas. As the temperature increases, RMS speed also increases. So it can also be written in this form also. VRMS is equal to root of 3 kBT divided by M, where kB is the Boltzmann constant, where small m is the mass of a single gas molecule. Next type of speed is most probable speed. For example, if you consider 10 gas molecules, they are moving at different speeds. First gas molecule moving with 1 meter per second, 2 meter per second, 3 meter per second, 4, 5, 6, as well as 7. So here there are totally 10 gas molecules. All the 10 gas molecules are moving with different speeds. Here, which one can be considered as most probable speed? Here, 4 gas molecules are moving with the speed of how much? 4 meter per second. Therefore, we can consider 4 meter per second can be considered as what? Most probable speed. So it is the speed possessed by the maximum portion of the gas molecules. Out of these 10 gas molecules, 4 gas molecules are moving with the speed of how much? 4 meter per second, and hence this one can be considered as what? Most probable speed. The maximum portion of the speed possessed by the maximum portion of the gas molecules. So formula for most probable speed is root of 2RT divided by M. Next, average speed. Average speed is nothing but you know how to take the average. So V1, V2 up to Vn represents the speed possessed by all the gas molecules, first molecule, second molecule, and also n molecule. You have to take the average, therefore divided by n. That gives the average speed. Average speed can be defined as it is the average of instantaneous speed possessed by all the gas molecules. What is the formula for average speed? Average speed is equal to root of 8 into R into T divided by pi into M. This is about the pressure exerted by the ideal gas, relation between pressure and the kinetic energy, factors affecting the pressure of an ideal gas, as well as 3 different speeds possessed by the gas molecules. Okay, students, next we will discuss one problem related to the root mean square speed. So RMS speed. So the problem, at what temperature the RMS speed of an atom of argon gas is equal to RMS speed of an atom of helium gas, which is at minus 20 degrees Celsius. So helium gas atom is at minus 20 degrees Celsius. At what particular temperature the RMS speed of an atom of argon gas is equal to RMS speed of an atom of hydrogen helium gas. So given molecular mass of argon is given 39.9 atomic mass unit U, and molecular mass of helium is also given, that is 4 atomic mass unit are 4U. So approximately you can take 39.9 as what? 41 40. So RMS speed, what is the formula for RMS speed? That is VRMS is equal to root of 3RT divided by M, where M is the molecular mass. So next, RMS speed of argon gas. How can you write this expression for argon gas? That is root of 3RT of argon gas divided by molecular mass of the argon gas. Next, similarly, RMS speed of helium. RMS speed of helium is equal to root of 3RT helium divided by molecular mass of the helium. So in the problem, helium gas atom is at what temperature? Minus 20 degrees Celsius. Temperature of the helium gas is given, that is minus 20 degrees Celsius. Convert it into Kelvin. How can you convert the temperature from degrees Celsius to Kelvin? Add plus 273. If you add plus 273, then it becomes minus 20 plus 273. That is equal to how many Kelvin? 253 Kelvin. So temperature of the helium gas atom is given, that is equal to 253 Kelvin. In the problem, you are asked to calculate the temperature of the argon gas atom. At what particular temperature of the argon gas atom, RMS speed of argon gas atom is equal to RMS speed of helium gas atom, which is at minus 20 degrees Celsius. In the problem, they are given RMS speed of argon gas is equal to RMS speed of helium gas. That means Vrms of argon gas is equal to Vrms of helium gas. So this implies, substitute the expression here, root of 3RT of argon gas divided by molecular mass of argon gas is equal to root of 3RT of helium gas divided by mass of the helium gas. So you can cancel the root terms, 3R and 3R also. What about the remaining terms? Temperature of the argon gas divided by molecular mass of the argon gas is equal to temperature of the helium gas divided by molecular mass of the helium gas. So you have to find out the value of temperature of the argon gas. This implies temperature of the argon gas is equal to molecular mass of the argon multiplied by temperature of the helium divided by molecular mass of the helium. Substitute the values here. Temperature of the argon gas is equal to molecular mass of the argon gas. Approximately I will take it as 40. 39.9 as 40 multiplied by temperature of the helium gas. How much? 253 divided by molecular mass of helium. That is also given how much? 4. So tens are how much? 2530 Kelvin. 2530 degrees Celsius. So this is about at this particular temperature. At this particular temperature, what will happen? So actually this Kelvin, at this particular Kelvin temperature, RMS speed of argon gas is equal to RMS speed of helium gas. How I solve this problem? First write the expression for RMS speed and write this expression for both argon gas as well as helium gas. Equate the RMS value of argon gas with the helium gas. So write the expression here, equate the expressions here, cancel the similar terms on both LHS and RHS. Next, rearrange the equation, substitute the values, then we get the final answer around 2530 Kelvin. At this particular temperature, RMS speed of atoms of both argon and helium gas are equal. Say, thank you.